Hello everyone, this is my term project for 15112 for the spring 2022 semester, and it is titled Egyptian Ratscrew, which is based off a card game of the same name. So my term project has two modes. It has a AI mode where you play against a computer, and a two-player mode where you play against another person using the same keyboard. So first I'll be demonstrating the two-player mode. So to access this, you can either press into the two-player mode or press the 2. So pressing this or pressing 2 or the button takes you to two-player mode instructions, which explain the rules of Egyptian Ratscrew. So they're very simple. The players will take turns placing down cards after the deck is shuffled and dealt to each player. If the stack yields a double, sandwich, or marriage, players can slap the pile, earning them all the cards in the pile, and slapping incorrectly causes them to burn a card, meaning that they lose a card and it goes to the bottom of the pile. In this game, jacks, queens, kings, and aces are royals. If a player places down a royal, the next player has a certain number of cards or chances to place down another royal. So for instance, if a player places a jack, the next player must place down a royal as the next card. This is the same idea for queens, kings, and aces, except queens give the next player 2 cards to place down another royal, kings 3, and aces 4. And if the player fails to put down another royal, the player who initially placed the royal gets the pile. And the winner of the game is whoever ends up with the whole deck. And this last screen of instructions shows the controls. So player 1 presses the D key to place a card and the A key to slap, while player 2 presses return to place a card and the L key to slap. So if I click return, I am brought to the two-player game. So the way to place cards is player 1 can click D, and this shows a card in the stack. Player 2 can go, player 1, and this stack will only show the last 4 cards. So once I click another, it shifts so that the screen does not get crowded with cards. Now, player 1 placed a queen, so now player 2 has 2 chances to place a card. So now that player 2 did not place a royal, player 1 will win the pile and take the pile. Now this game keeps going on, and now this time player 1 also wins the pile. Player 1 wins the pile one more time. And now in this case, we've reached a sandwich, aka making the pile slappable. So either player 1 or player 2 is able to slap. So let's say player 1 clicks A to slap, player 1 takes the pile. And this game keeps going on and on until one player has all the cards and the other player does not have any cards. Now, if the player clicks the green help button, the instructions are once again passed. And if the player clicks this red quit button, it takes you to this quit menu where clicking no will ask you if you want to quit, and no will bring you back to the game, and yes will take you to the main menu. So yes, I'm brought to the main menu. If I come back to the game, clicking no will bring me back to this game. And now suppose that the game is over. This game over screen will display. Defaults to player 1 at the moment, but this game over screen will display once the game has been won by a player. So now I'm going to demonstrate the AI mode, which is very similar. The instructions are the exact same, except that the controls are slightly different. So the player clicks the spacebar to slap, and then the return key to place a card. So if the player can click return, the AI automatically goes with a slight delay, just so the cards are much easier to follow. And the player can slap the same way. So Jack, Queen, King is slappable. So the player can go. And the AI will be able to sense if there is a slappable hand. So if we keep playing the game until a double, sandwich, or marriage shows up. Now this 3-4-3 was a sandwich. AI slaps, and the goal is to essentially beat the AI, because the AI will have a reaction time that is determined by several algorithms. And yeah, so once again, players click the health button and the X button to return back, and and when the game is over, once again, another game over sign will show up. So this is my term project, and I hope you guys enjoy. Have fun.